Okay, y'all, so I'm always doing something that I want to do. Why? Because I want to do it. So I went off the ledge, right? And I finally bought me an Epson tank, the E-15000, just for my creative things this summer. And baby, when I say I did what I wanted to do, I did what I wanted to do. So here I am, opening the box, and as you can see, it comes with its own ink. We're not going to use that, but you'll see that later. The printer wasn't really that heavy, but it was a little hefty. Take off the plastic, and they actually sent a plastic bag for me to keep just in case I wanted to like port it anywhere. Y'all see how this blue tape? That gotta come off. And this is what we're looking like right here. I done turned it on, and this ink right here, it gotta go straight like that, because I will be using my printer as a sublimation printer. So after that, I go ahead and I fill up my ink tanks. And as you can see, I bought the rechargeable ink, so I can just pop that on in there and it starts filling up. And once I put that on there, I heard like a little click sound, so I knew I was doing it right. And then I think I speed this up a little bit, because after I did the black, I kind of matched up all the inks, and I just did this the same to the black. It's not blue, it's a different name, but we'll see it on the bottle. So the black, the blue, the magenta, and the yellow. And here I am just kind of setting up my printer. It asked me like the time, the date, format that I wanted to set it in. It asked me what kind of paper I'll be using. It had like 3 different settings for printed paper. Basically, if I wanted plain white paper, if I wanted glossy paper, and I also do matte paper as well. And then it took about 10 minutes to set up, so I went on ahead and just let it sit for 10 minutes and let it do its thing. As I said before, it had a few different printing options, and this is me here just kind of setting in stone what options that I already use. Like I said, is glossy, plain, and matte paper. Okay, here you see me just kind of going ahead. I put in a plain piece of paper and I went on ahead and print just so I can see, what it's printing like. This is actually one of the settings that's part of setting up the printer, just to make sure, it's not no dotted lines or anything in there. There's actually, solid lines for printing. And this is me just checking to make sure it's right. And then on this slide here, I'm just trying to see if I could go ahead and match the levels of the ink that I actually put in my printer. So I'm looking at the lines where it's actually the lines where the ink stopped, and just manually fulfill them, manually enter them into the printer itself so it can kind of match and, see like, hey, you may need some more ink. Here I am again trying my printer out, this time on glossy sticky paper because that's one of the first projects that I would be doing. I learned quickly that this was wrong, but it's always trial and error. I went on ahead, figured that out, redid the step, put the glossy side down, and then reprint it. And boom, there's my first project, you guys. Make sure y'all following me because, baby, I got so many creative ideas. They coming. Here are a few of my first things that I made with my sublimation printer.